I'm sure you understand now. I don't know what it must be like to listen to that. I can't imagine what it... I don't think at heart that he was, well,
This,
hard to stomach, I know, believe me.
no, this is...
I know that this isn't all there was to him. I know that he was...
This is magnificent. This is wonderful writing. Strong, fearless, fierce, brave, cruel. Remarkable. This is a wonderful story about art and its purpose, about man and divine judgment. Oh God. God, it's beautiful. Oh God, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. How can you... How could you? It's beautiful.
I disagree.
Why?
I have a responsibility to my students to protect them.
From what?
From things like that, damaging things.
Poetry?
Hate-filled, poisonous attacks.
Oh, God!
He was passing it around to a room full of children.
What do you think children are?
I know what they are. I work with them, for them, every day.
All right. What are they?
Innocent. Fragile.
Fragile? Bullshit. Children are not fragile. They're stronger than any of us.
That's not true.
Yes, it is true. You want children to be something they aren't.
Protected.
Innocent. This is some ridiculous Victorian era bullshit that we've inherited about childhood. That it's sacred, that children are innocent and pure, and that they want to be that way,
I
to
don't think
stay
that
that
it's
way.
ridiculous.
Childhood is not a suspended state of innocence. It is the condition of rapidly losing innocence.
You asked what I thought you would be like.
You can't stop that from happening.
This.
You shouldn't want to.
This.
Am I wrong?
Yes!
God! I put him here. Into a pit full of the unenlightened, into the hands of the conventional.
An inability to accept responsibility is what I expected.
Have you ever heard of the Marquis de Sade?
I don't see the relevance.
Have you heard of him?
We don't teach him here.
Yes, but surely you've
I've heard of him.
Was he a genius?
I don't think that your son was a tortured genius, Miss Fell.
He's been studied for hundreds of years.
I think that something was wrong in his life.
He's in libraries, except where they are censored by people with limited imaginations.
Maybe he had been hurt.
Who the hell are you to tell my son what not to write about?
His teacher.
What were you teaching him? How to disappear into some mold you wanted to pour him into?
This decision wasn't about him. It was about the other students, their well-being.
Have you read The Marquis de Sade?
Why?
That's probably a yes.
Oh, God.
Did you enjoy it?
This is a 5th grade classroom.
This is a small box full of smaller boxes, one of which you tried to keep my son in. And when he couldn't fit inside it, he shot himself in the head. Over not fitting into a box cut to your dimensions. The Marquis de Sade is going to be in libraries and studied and marveled over for centuries after you are a dead, forgotten 5th grade teacher who failed to make a go at advertising. He was a beautiful writer.
I don't share your appreciation for the Marquis de Sade.
No. My son, Gideon, was a beautiful writer. He wanted to be a writer. He was going to be one. Jake raped a first grader.
No.
Gideon thought Jake raped a first grader.
He did not.
That's what he wrote.
No, he did not.
Was Jake
That's
accused
absolutely,
of?
that's not the point.
Not the point.
This, no matter what this was about, it was in itself enough to justify
But
a
is it
suspension.
true?
No.
Jake was never accused of anything.
Jake is
like
the victim
raping
here. What
a
your
first
son
grader.
did, don't. Just don't. I can't discuss
It's
this
a simple
with you.
question. Don't get mad. That's what he wants. I believe you that he did it. I always believe you, not that dick snot. Jake wanted to make Gideon mad. Faggot. Revenge. He read this. He beats Gideon up.
This isn't his fault.
I know that. But was Gideon right?
If he wrote those messages on Gideon's Facebook page, it had to be the first time he had ever
I
written
don't
anything
care
like
if
that.
he and Gideon fought. I don't care if he raped the entire first grade class. I just want to know if my son was right. If this is what I think it is. I don't care about Jake. You think that I think like you. That I have a cause. That this is an opportunity for me to demonstrate my essential human goodness by putting together a PR campaign at my kitchen table to raise awareness about cyberbullying. Going on talk shows and bragging about how I'm turning lemons to lemonade by lobbying for legislation to prevent 11-year-olds from typing the word faggot on Facebook. You know all about PR campaigns, Heather. Being an advertiser, you can help me with my cause. Get someone to write a movie of the week about our selfless campaign. How we quit our teaching jobs to devote ourselves full-time to lobbying Congress to pass Gideon's law, which is the name we will give our new legislation to make it sound touching and socially necessary, instead of fascist and inhumanly invasive. And they will create keyboards, intelligent enough to detect when a child is typing the word faggot on the Facebook wall of another child. And then the keyboard will deliver a paralyzing electrical shock to the child's fingers, while simultaneously erasing every word the child has ever written. God, we'll be famous, Heather. Warmly praised, too. You want to violate human rights in this country, all you really have to do is slap a dead child on the issue. You want every person who has ever looked cross-eyed at a child put on a registry and denied basic civil rights? Point out a dead child. You want a camera on every street corner? Find one corner where a child died. You want tougher seatbelt laws, massive product recalls, dead child. He didn't die because of what Jake did, or because of what Jake wrote on his Facebook page. He didn't die because of what he wrote, or because you suspended him. He died because he couldn't face telling me about it. God damn it. He could have told me this. I'm not a good mother. There are a million things he could have done and not wanted to tell me. A million things I would have been unequipped to hear. I live in fear of those things. I'm not a good mother. There are so many things that could go wrong. So many ways I could ruin things. But this was my good mother moment.